What's going on, guys? It's Jake of J&J Retro Gaming, and today I'm going to be talking about Star Fox 64, my favorite Nintendo 64 game. And let me tell you why. I love the controls. They're simple and easy. The gameplay's fantastic. You know what? Each area brings brand new music and, for the most part, new enemies as well. Very, very easy to remember. And it's also one of those games you can't just play once. It's really cool. There's an easy path and a hard path as well. So if you take the hard path, though, it is much more difficult. The planets are different, and well, you get a different form of Andross at the end. Quote-unquote, true ending of the game. It's very fun and very cool. It's unique. It was something that I'd never done before, never experienced, and it was a really cool first experience for me. So, you play as Fox, one of the coolest characters I'd ever seen at the time. Very loyal, and he cared about his teammates. As you can tell through the game, you have to save them, 2,500 times each. But hell, it makes up for them with their quotes. You know the infamous Peppy do a barrel roll, or Wolf's quote. Wolf's, one of the evil enemies in the game, is "I can't let you do that, Star Fox." That was pretty cool. It was cool to see him in Super Smash Bros. Brawl as well. I'm glad they brought him in. Fox was also the character I always played as in Super Smash Bros. So basically, the game throws you into Corneria. You have to save Corneria, and then from there you advance to each different planet. And again, depending on whether you take the easy or the hard route, it'll depend which planet you go to. Now, there are weird warp zones that put you into these trippy areas, especially in the asteroid field. I remember experiencing it there for the first time. It was really cool because it could teleport you to the different path, which you could go from easy to hard, or sometimes hard to easy if you made enough mistakes throughout a level. Now, it really did depend on how you acted throughout some of the levels as well. I mean, with Bill's level, you have to destroy the mothership before it can destroy, I guess, the planet's core. And that was very unique. And if you don't, you get demoted. And if you do, well, you advance on the hard path. And by demoted, I mean you go down to the easy path. Now, with Slippy, we all know the problem with Slip. He always ends up getting hurt, and he always messes up, I guess. And he was one of the characters that you'll never forget just because of how stupid he was. Peppy, on the other hand, he was known as being intelligent, and he knew basically every maneuver in the game, even though barrel roll was always his favorite. We also had Falco, who was the, I guess, smartass of the group, and he acted like he knew everything. He was definitely a really cool character, though. Fox, of course, as I said, loyal, and definitely the leader. Now, you're going against Andross, and of course, I remember the very first time I fought Andross, he scared me, the hell out of me, until I figured out there was a hard path, and then I got twice as scared because he turns into 2 giant eyeballs and a brain. That's not something you really want to play as a kid, so it was really cool, and I don't know, it felt like I was actually really accomplishing something, because on the second playthrough, I knew I was actually claiming victory, and escaping through those tunnels with your father leading you the way, that was something that was very dramatic and very suspenseful. It was fantastic. Now, the game was difficult at times. I mean, fighting Wolf's Brigade was very difficult. The very final boss, I remember, when you're going in to fight Andross. That was a hard task. And some of the bosses are definitely really unique. None of them really use the same patterns. And they'll take a couple shots at them, and they'll take a couple shots back with you trying to learn their strategies. So that's really cool. Now, I guess what else is there to say about this game? If you haven't played it, give it a shot. It really is a game that you need to play if you're really into the retro gaming and the Nintendo 64 itself. So, thanks for watching. Short little video, I guess, new at making them. So I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll talk soon.